Hey people, Infant here, 3v3, Grey Suck, Under City, Blue Team. Takeshi Kovacs is a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support. Fighting in melee begins with a refractor shield, can shoot his own fellas in the head, you know, to help him out. This is the Death Core of Krieg DLC. Alongside, Specialist as a Hive Tyrant, a durable hero, walking through objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense, disruption and support. Begins in melee with a basic synapse. I shall call you Gustavo. Rounding off the team here, Boogeyman as a Farseer support hero, fighting in melee with some powerful buffs and control. Red team, 7 Constantine as a brother captain, a durable hero, walking through objects cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support, fighting in melee. Alongside them, SuperMegaUltraPanda, Techmarine starts off with a bolt gun, can support with structures and repair. Got some Ultramarines here. And rounding off the teams is Miggs as a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster of strong support and control. We got some tax, we got some strike squad fellas. Single termagants, oh there's the double termagants, came a bit late there for Specialist. Sentinel up for Takeshi, and Boogeyman with some Howling Banshees on the prowl, looking to go mid, kicking off in the mid. There's the Rift Tear, starting ability of the Daemonhunter to slow down some units, really messed up those Hormagaunts. Techmarine got very close and shot up a bunch. But now the Daemonhunter brings up the slack with Strike Squad and Marines backing him up too. Looks like the Tyranids are going to be forced off the field. Some Guardians run. Banshees do not want to run into that. So they're backing off too. The Techmarine is still in play. Up in the northeast though, Lord Commissar falls. Brother Captain's nice and healthy still. We do have double guardsmen with all their las guns. They can repair the Sentinel, of course. Inquisitorial Stormtroopers getting some shots in. Looks like the Strike Squad barely made it out from the top with Tomes of Titan. I guess they took all the damage. Down in the south, this is Miggs chasing the Howling Banshees, who have the aspect of fleetness up, using it to flee. Who are you? You're some Stormtroopers trying to head them off, maybe with an impact grenade of the Sergeant there. Banshees have turned around. And they're looking for a fight. Momentarily, they were looking for a fight, I think. Looks like Specialist with Gustavo trying to get a revive, maybe. Go revive, says Boogeyman. No sign of it yet from Gus over here. Assault squad on the way for SuperMegaUltraPanda. Doesn't want to turn away and just get shot up by these Marines, I suppose. They pop their Kraken bolts to look pretty. Doesn't do anything against commander armor of the Hive Tyrant. They are heading towards that Lord Commissar. They can have some support with the Sentinel and some guardsmen hanging out. And here comes a bunch of las guns. Kicking off in the southwest, is it? Nope, they're just bashing power and capping contested wreck points. Stormtroopers, double the Stormtroopers in fact, both with their Sergeant. A couple of impact grenades could really change a fight around. Disruption can always do that for you. The Farseer hanging out in mid, capping stuff. There's We Are the Hammer from the Brother Captain, starting ability. An area of effect, speed, and damage resistance buff. Hive Tyrant comes to say hello to the Marines, but Gustavo's all alone and needs to run. Red team will retake the northeast quite easily, maybe get onto this power too. There are some Tyranids here. Upgraded Termagant Brood. Other fellas are not upgraded, they were busy capping here. Should always try to queue up commands if you're capping, so you're not left idle like that. I mean, it can get you in trouble, I suppose. Howling Banshees, war shouting. Killed a Strike Squad model. Now in amongst a couple of Stormtroopers. Get a good special there to get away. Guardians helping out with some ranged firepower. The Farseer probably had guide on the Howling Banshees. Luckily for Boogeyman, the Assault Squad didn't arrive in time to finish off those Howling Banshees. They jumped in and bullied some Guardians. Now they can decap the VP, perhaps. Daemonhunter really wants the wreck point. Using their jump to get to it even. They're quite keen. Interceptors on the field for Miggs. Warrior Brood for Specialist. And they have the Barb Strangler. Area of effect, anti-infantry weapon. Really good against garrisons and units in cover. And just generally good at controlling stuff because it suppresses on hits. And can deal some surprisingly good damage if it can hit all the models. They do provide their own basic synapse as well if the Hive Tyrant isn't around. Here we go. There's a shot on those tacks. Hormagaunts having to flee. Took a bunch of bolt. No, they're not fleeing. Took a bunch of bolter fire as they closed in though. And there's Gustavo. Assault squad run. Looks like they got the decap at least. Banshee's awkwardly jumping over things, but they're alright. Look like crackheads trying to get to the front line. Northeast. Strike squad in trouble. Is that a power sword? It is a power sword. Power sword in no strike squad up. Looks like that last fella's alright though. It's the second time they've got away very close to death, that strike squad. Brother Captain now flees. Sentinel came in for a good old stomp. Got pretty low this thing, but a guardsman can now repair it. And a Lord Commissar can cap, or rather decap at least. Meanwhile, through the mid, we have Gustavo, the Hive Tyrant, and a bunch of Ordo Malleus stuff. And there's a big old charge from Extended Carapace. Very effective charge there. No allies to back him up. Although here comes the Eldar. Double Guardians saying low with grenades ready to go. They could maybe mess up the assault squad. There's the grenade going in. Hit a bunch of termagants, I think. Another grenade over here for the stormtroopers, maybe? Nope. Shuriken sets up. Doing huge damage at close range, so the strike squad exploding them, in fact. I don't see Guide up, so where's the Farseer? She's making her way forward. Well played Specialist there, able to stay in play, backed up to the Eldar position. Howling Banshees now power melee kicking the assault squad, but there's too much firepower for them. They were a bit isolated there. Doesn't require that much separation to isolate a unit in this game. That was like 30 range separation, just nothing backing them up directly. They get focused and they have to leave. No war gear for the Farseer, almost half an XP bar though. What about the others? Hive Tyrant's got slightly more XP than that, with a Psychic Scream on the way. Lord Commissar almost level 2. Brother Captain is level 2 with an unending purge going on. Health on hit, including ranged attacks. Also, yeah, also some energy regen. And the Nemesis warding staff on the way too. Can help that strike squad not die so readily, perhaps. Well, I guess they haven't wiped yet. They did lose some stormtroopers though. We have a level 2 Techmarine and a level 2 Daemonhunter. So the red team hero is doing slightly better in terms of combat prowess. Oh, they got a new model for the staff. Isn't that fancy? Where's the dead stormtroopers at? It's a bunch of dead ones here. Maybe that was it. Scouts on capping duty. No war gear for these fellas. It's quite an expansive map. You can make use of their speed to try and cap stuff and be annoying while your units fight elsewhere. Here's the interceptors teleporting infantry that fight in melee. And it's double assault marines for SuperMegaUltraPanda. I did not notice that. Both with their sergeants too. So alongside the interceptors, that's a huge amount of disruption into the backlines. Farseer may want to think about supporting the Banshees more directly with Fortune and or Spirit Stones maybe. 425 to 289 on the VPs. Tyranids are going to be flanked here by SuperMegaUltraPanda. There's one jump. There's another. Oh, they jumped to the same spot, which is strange. The other fellow should have gone for the Warrior Brood. Definitely, I think. Kraken bolts are on them, though. And Warrior Brood are heavy infantry, so they are being affected by the Kraken bolts. 20% more damage, that is. Just saw the Force Rod and Retribution. Useful, actually. Well, it's always useful, but it will stop the Termagants using their crippling poison, because it silences units as well. Howling Banshees in a bit of a dicey fight here. Need to be very careful. Stayed in there too long. But can they get away with it? I think they can. Doesn't look like the interceptors want to teleport again. They may have been able to finish them off if they did. 420 to 289 on the VPs. Miggs with a Rhino. Going for a heavy bolter turret bolted to the back. That thing was nerfed. I think, was it the heavy bolter? I think it was the storm bolter on the front that was nerfed. Yeah, it still says 55 for this. I think the storm bolter was 25, and I think it's like 15-ish now. DPS, that is. 420 to 282. Lord Commissar. Looks like stubbornness is in. And they're having a go at these assault marines. Nice shotgun blast by the Catechins trying to chase down the Sentinel. Gets away. Yeah, handled the double assault marines pretty well there. Hatachans do have power melee weapons as well as the melee counter of the shotgun blast itself, so they can threaten them quite a lot. Merciless Strike might mess them up though if they can hit it nicely. Specialist losing Hormagaunts along the way with a Venom Brood coming up. Boogeyman goes straight to tier 3 apparently. Lost some Guardians. Purifiers on the way for Constantine. They do have the Nemesis Warding Staff for support. There's a bunch of dead stuff over here, eh? Including the brother captain himself. Techmarine moving up to revive though. Strat Squad have their Justicar. Lost a lot of Strat Squad models along the way. Feeding a bunch of XP maybe to Takeshi. Almost level 3 Commissar. Got some Plasma Guardsmen. With their Commissars, up to 12 models, reinforcing 3 at a time. And they will trade very well with Marines. If they're allowed to shoot them, of course. If they jump on them and start getting into melee, it's very different. Down in the southwest, Rhino leading the charge. Venom Brood are in play to counter with the Venom Cannons. Need to get on them quickly if they can. Interceptors will be awesome for that, of course. Can teleport right on them. Crushing Claws, Hive Tyrant now. Gustavo's not messing around any longer. Psychic Scream as well. Can make a big difference in a big 2v2 fight. Using the charge on Scouts and Psychic Scream on the Scouts. I think that's a waste of your abilities there, Specialist. Gustavo's very excited. Scouts die. I wonder if they were just allowed to die to free up population. SuperMegaUltraPanda goes tier 3. Freeing up population also frees up upkeep, which gives you more requisition income. Purifies with their Justicar. Gives them a heavy melee. Big old Nemesis Demon Hammer. They just used the self-immolation thing. I can't remember what it's called now. But it messes up and silences units. Does it do damage as well, or does it burn their energy? I forget. They used to have the... What are these guys doing? They used to have the Psychic Burst thing. Oh, they're turning into Stone Guard veterans. That's quite a place to do it there, fellas. But I guess they're alright. Now they're power bashing. And we have a Seer Council coming in for Boogeyman. Already have empowered spears for some heavy melee. Not really benefiting them here, since they're fighting a bunch of infantry. They should have just kept their regular power melee merciless witchblades, I guess. Or whatever they call them. Are they called witchblades? Merciless witchblade is the warlock's thing. Looks like they have guide on them. Or maybe they're just being buffed by the Lord Commissar's lead by example, I think. Or maybe both. Can they get the Techmarine here? Surely. Yes, Farseer gets it done. Stabs him right in the sternum. With her two-handed weapons, I think she does that. She can do a cool, like, psychic throw, sync kill when she kills something. Tier 3s for Miggs and for Constantine. A zone throw up here for Specialist. Provides a health regen synapse. Has some good long-range area of effect damage, kind of an artillery piece. That was an energy burst on the Seer Council. And some time field. And then the Farseer runs. I don't think they needed to run her off. Especially with Spirit Stones available. The Seer Council were down a model. Heavy melee warrior brood now. And the zone throat can do a focus blast on the Rhino. It needs to keep its distance for sure. Purifiers engulf themselves again. Maybe they're doing some damage over time to enemies as well. Assault Squad are in there. Stomp's already gone down, I think. Vanguard veterans there as well. There's a Merciless Strike. Only hit the Lord Commissar, I think. Oh, they might wipe those guardsmen. They're down to just the Commissar fella with 3 hit points. They're trying to run, but down they go. I think it's a plasma pistol shot that got him. Sentinel working on the Rhino now using crack missiles. 329 to 241 on the VPs. Getting a bit too close, though, to death. Sentinel falls. I needed a swig of water. Gustavo goes charging in. Does the Farseer... No, I was going to say the Farseer doesn't have Gravity Blade. Oh, they just whacked some Assault Marines. Has a Singing Spear now, so we're going to do some straight up DPS. That helps. Rocket Run coming in from Takeshi. Blue team... I guess both teams got kind of rattled there. Lost some stuff. There's a Canticle of Absolution, providing health and energy regen. Strange time to use it. You'd expect it in the middle of a fight, not during a nuke kind of thing. Techmarine level 4. Now gone melee mode with an Axe of the Mechanicum. And Refractor Field revives the brother captain, gets level 5. And then the Seer Council say hello, knocking him over. This shield doesn't stop him being knocked over, unlike other shields. But does debuff accuracy. Does it do it for vehicles, though? Does it specify? Doesn't it? It just says decreases the accuracy of enemies. Miggs with some Grey Knight Terminators. The only player so far able to, I think, preserve everything. I don't think Miggs has lost a unit yet. Level 4 Daemonhunter. Rhino. Yeah, should easily be able to deal with Howling Banshees without their spear. They went for the Mirror Swords instead. And I think we're going to see a red VP down here. It might even be worth, and I think it is, going for the Power Bash. You've got a Rhino, use it. Meanwhile, there's Ward and Battle Rights up on a bunch of stuff there. Mantle of Terror, and the Nemesis Warding stuff. And Bulwark on the way too. They need a way. They're trying to win the fight against the Seer Council, I suppose. There's Bulwark now on the Purifiers, giving them melee damage resistance and a melee damage buff. I think it's a 35% damage resistance and a 15% damage buff. It's quite nice. You can combine that with Mind Blades, of course, and Ward and all sorts of things. Down goes the Lord Commissar. Seer Council still in play, though. Farseer doing really well alongside them, level 6. Do you have Bionics? No, you have Signum, and now they're going for Melter-Gun. Constantine with a Land Raider Crusader on the way. Got some Kassakin for Takeshi. Specialist is in tier 3, just dropped without number. Doing some decent work, eh? Can they kill a Marine? There's a Plasma Gun Marines as well. Another level for the Farseer, level 7. She's not messing around. 77 DPS almost at level 1 with the Singing Spear. Now doing a bunch more than that. And a full Power Bash. What level is Gustavo? Level 3. Meanwhile, they did indeed grab the VP. Oh, they killed some Banshees too. And now they're bashing with Terminator Fire and an Incinerator. Just hang out here, I suppose. They can reinforce off the Rhino. Mines dropped in thanks to Takeshi. Terminators aren't too bothered about that, but here comes some Plasma. They are bothered about that. Switching to Melter Guns now, which also have bonus damage against super heavy infantry, but it's probably more so to go after the Rhino. Heavy melee Seer Council can sure go after it. Terminators want to fight him. Eldritch Storm. Rhino's done for. Not a whole lot that Miggs could have done about that, other than immediately fleeing fully, I suppose. There's Incinerate. Lifting stuff in the air and setting it on fire. Are they going to lose these Terminators here? There's an orbital to try and save them. Did it work? It certainly stopped the Seer Council. Fire Prism doesn't want to go forward anymore. I think these guys are too far away. Looks like they are going to get out. They got very low on hit points, though. Up in the northeast, turning red. Some blob capping going on, but it's alright. Techmarine has gone back to the Axe. And we have a Carnifex going for Stranglethorn Cannon. They still have a Venom Brood with ranged Synapse. And some upgraded Termagants and stuff. And a big old Hive Tyrant, of course. What is this? That's the Fire Prism. Avatar of Cain is up now for Boogeyman. So more buffs alongside the Seer Council's own range damage resistance aura buff. Terminator's up, thanks to SuperMegaUltraPanda. And of course, they get the Cyclone missile launcher. So here's the Crusader. Hurricane bolters on the sponsons. Twinning to Assault Cannon and a multi-melter. You can reinforce off that thing and get some energy and health regen. Should be easily able to defend the VP. Yep. Side cannons on for the interceptors. Level 3 interceptors too. Over 2,000 hit points with teleporters and anti-everything short-range weapons. That's quite nice. We have a Leman Russ Vanquisher doing really good damage to the Land Raider. Need to try and pressure that thing and keep it away. Awkward angle maybe here for Specialist. Not sure why they went through the mid. Were they bashing power? Well, the power's bashed. Maybe they were. Carnifex is getting tied up. Hive Tyrant runs away. That is a Tempest from Miggs and the Armor of Damnation. Carnifex doesn't get hit by the Cyclone and plops out some Spore Mines. Oh, mark target on the Seer Council. Do they back off here and wait for it to pass? Looks like no. Avatar makes allied infantry around it suppression immune, also some other buffs and stuff. They should try to get the Seer Council near it, but can't always do that. You need to try and spread your attack sometimes to keep things tied up and occupied. The Land Raider survives for now. Grey Knight Terminators are now reinforced, taking Stranglethorn and Plasma shots though. Fire Prism also there, and here comes the Seer Council and Avatar. They can't stand there forever, that Terminator squad. Taking huge amounts of damage actually. They survived. Is it worth chasing this Land Raider? They're taking the VP. Kashyyyk are fast capping units. Can also get on that power maybe. 180 to 159 on the VPs. Still got some Vanguard veterans. Level 2, very nearly level 3. They're pushing. Blue team are pushing. 173 to 159. Need to get their natural VP back. And you can see Boogeyman heading back down, taking the Farseer and the Avatar. Where are the Seer Council? Oh, they're back at base. And the Fire Prism stays here, so need to be careful and split their attention. There's the Tempest. Lord Commissar goes down with a Power Fist to the side of his head there. But the captain's looking for a fight. Gets one with some Kashyyyk in level 3. This fella. VP's pretty much evened up. Oh, there's a Brood Nest up. Usually don't see them in forward locations like this. That will allow this stuff to reinforce, give them a little bit of health regen too. Canticle of Absolution in there. Brood Nest goes down. Can't repair them, of course, as Tyranids. They do regenerate health really slowly. Another Fire Prism for Boogeyman. Good map for Fire Prisms at the top here. Good map for tank vehicles in general, I suppose, if you call a Fire Prism a tank. There's the Holy Grounds of the Paladins. Unique to the Brother Captain, these guys. Heavy melee Demon Hammers. And there's the Liber Moniker to help them cast things. What is this? Oh, it's the Avatar. Good stuff. Can they tank the Tempest? Got the decap and they backed away. Avatar seems happy to fight all this stuff. For now. Some plasma coming in. Avatars don't like plasma. And the Seer Council are back. Where's the Farseer? Oh, she's capping. Just casually capping a wreck point over there. Some repairs needed for the Land Raider. Did push back the blue team again. Here comes a Stormlord now for Takeshi. Decent Cyclone hit. But Leman Russes are tough. Can they plant their feet and pile on some DPS on those Terminators? Looks like no. Purifiers want to fight? Oh. Gustavo's happy to give him one. Charges in there. A little bit isolated now. There's a Psychic Scream. Now has to run. Maybe he should have stayed back a bit. Get a decent little chunk of damage, I think. Boogeyman still pressuring the natural VP. 148 to 119 on the VPs. There's the Incinerate, I think it's called now. Oh no. Seer Council wipe. Seer Council are wiped out. Boogeyman gets Guardians to help repair this thing, which almost wiped. Got 3 fire prisms now. Where's the last one? It is down in the south. What happened over here? Was that an orb? It was indeed. Orbs of the Omnissiah shutting down a Lehman Russ. Power Fist coming in. Can it survive? It cannot. There were Paladins in there as well. I was having a tough time. 1-to-1 cap. Stormlord is in. There it is. Huge damage to heavy and super heavy infantry. Just infantry in general do not like to see this thing. You can also reinforce off it and jump inside. Really going to help chew through all this chunky infantry that the red team have. And yeah, these guys going back to plasma. These guys have plasma, so they certainly have the damage to threaten. Well, Lord Commissar was trying to get Fist of Brockus. He's down all the way over on the other side of the map there. What is this? Oh, looks like the end of a Tempest, still slowing down the Farseer there. Trying to get on the VP. Retribution says no. Okay, she's had enough. Stormlord leading the line. Carnifex alongside it. Catachans tried to get a decap under infiltration. Cyclone goes in. There's stuff there to repair that damage though. Carnifex happy to fight the Paladins, or maybe not. There's the Holy Grounds. Speeding up allies, slowing down enemies. But they're taking a lot of damage, these Paladins. There's Canticle Absolution, and double Terminate is in for SuperMegaUltraPanda. And they're being sped up by the Holy Grounds. Here comes the Carnifex trying to charge through. It's a decent charge, you know. Paladins did get quite low, able to teleport out. Gustavo needs to turn around and fight something else, or maybe just run away. Might be worth getting a melee Carnifex here. Specialist does have outrageous amounts of resources that they aren't spending here. Stormlord is doing a good job though, I feel like. They just got to support the heck out of this thing. Or just hope Boogeyman can cap this VP and hold it, I suppose. That's another thing they could do. Tome of Tranquility for the Daemonhunter. Purgation Squad with a Conversion Beamer to combat the Stormlord. And yeah, another Seer Council for Boogeyman. Have to start again with their levels, of course. Get in the empowered Singing Spears again. Although, yeah, Miggs doesn't have any vehicles. They should just keep their power weapons for now. No reason to rush this. But they want it, because I think the DPS number is the same. He just changes the damage type. Heavy melee is good, but power melee would give them a damage bonus against this stuff. Heavy melee just guarantees that you're doing full damage to infantry. 148 to 119. Can they kill the strike squad? They can. They are super dead. And the Farseer is on the VP. Meanwhile, red team pushing again to keep the blue team pinned back. Hive Tyrant needs to choose a target. Goes for the brother captain. Nope. Oh, goes for the Purgation Squad. There's Holy Grounds, and there is a rocket run. Takeshi trying to, yeah, protect the Stormblade, the Stormlord, sorry, by knocking this stuff off it. But that's a lot of stuff now. Tons of Power Fists. Vanguard Veterans in there too. The Stormlord cannot survive it, goes down. Double Terminators with an Orb Techmarine and Paladins. Very difficult thing to stop coming after your big old vehicle. Not to mention the Vanguard Veterans there. 148 to 106. Yeah, Gustavo's fallen over. But Boogeyman is still doing this. Double fire prisms here. Another one on the way. Where's the avatar? Oh, he's right there, dumbass. There's that time field. Is the Farseer going to fight? Just hanging out so far. Throws the guide on the Seer Council. Might need to get in there to heal him now. Maybe. There it is. There's a Spirit Stone seal. Spiritual rights. Interceptor's doing work the way. They take out both of those fire prisms while I was nattering on. Here's the third one coming out. But they hold the VP for now still. Miggs is getting some assistance. Has double Vortimer Razorbacks down here. Doing good damage to all targets. Avatar now starting to feel the hurt. Boogeyman leaves, but has that opened up the northeast for the blue team now. They have a single, 148 to 60. Gustavo's back to his feet. The Lord Commissar still down here. How much of a difference has that made? Because he was doing some good work, that fella. Been down for a while now. Surely it's worth repurchasing for 250. Swarm Lord on the way for Specialist. Paladins quite far forward. Probably have their teleport available though. Some Stern Guard veterans late game for SuperMegaUltraPanda. Where did they get dropped in? I don't know. Was probably on the screen plain as day and I just didn't see it. Techmarine is down here. Swarm Lord almost in. Lehman Russ on the way. We have had one already. Is it wise to get one with all this anti-vehicle that Red Team have? Should you just get more like stormtroopers and stuff? Anti-armor stormtroopers or just guardsmen with plasma guns or ogrins or something? Probably very much wants to get Executioner on this thing, eh? There's Ward up on the Paladins. Red Team going for base kills here. There's an onslaught here, I think. 118 to 59. Avatar's ready to roll. Purifies in there, might wipe. Maybe. Being knocked over like crazy. Somehow those Vanguard veterans got away. But the Purifiers did not, I think that was. Orbital on base. It's not going to do much though. Where's the tank? The tank backed off. No upgrades yet. Some Grey Knight Terminators for Constantine. Specialist still has population to get stuff. And here's the Swarm Lord. Provides a speed and reinforcement synapse, this thing. Leading the line is Gustavo. Level 5. Canticle of Absolution used again by Constantine. Gustavo needs to run. Did they do the Psychic Scream there? Eldritch Storm gets some decent hits. Holy Ground's thrown in. This is a massive fight brewing up. Can they get the Land Raider down? Swarm Lord goes after him. Avatar's there as well, but Avatar seems to be attacking the Paladins. They are going to get the Land Raider down. Can the Swarm Lord make it out? Needs to use the Leech Essence. There's a Tempest. 70 to 59. Swarm Lord lives. Spore Mine's in there. Paladin's getting wrecked by stuff. Seer Council going in. Can they kill the Paladins? Constantine down to just Paladins and Terminators after that. I think the Paladins are done for. Seer Council are ruthless. Made sure that fella was good and dead. Now they're on the Terminators and there's the Spirit Stone's heal. What a push by the blue team. Swarm Lord made a huge difference there. Soaked up so much damage. I didn't see him use Leech Essence. Maybe they did use it. Because they don't have full energy anymore. They must have used it. Wailing Doom. Doing some friendly fire. Seer Council, I think, are going to make it out, though. Awesome push. And a Farseer that's level 10. Heal, heal, heal. Oh, they want to revive over here, look. Farseer didn't do it. Better say revive. Not heal. 48 to 59. Yeah, they were one hero down for all of that. They still pushed superbly well. Swarmlord back at base healing up. South VP go. Still asking for heal when they mean revive. Boogeyman may be, yeah, Boogeyman thinks they're talking about the Spirit Stones, which is on cooldown. I think Takeshi's talking about a revive. Yeah, resing hero. Broodnest going up. And Gustavo grabs the VP. 39 to 58. Boogeyman now sees what they meant. Are they going to try and fleet over there and get it? Probably a bad idea right now. Probably a bad idea. And Takeshi is wreck starved, so could really use the revive at the moment. What about you, Lehman Russ? You did not get an upgrade yet. Swarmlord, Carnifex, and Hive Tyrant ready to roll on the South VP. There's a lot of stuff coming over here, though. No Paladins. Constantine only has these Terminators here. There's Canticle of Absolution again. Oh, more Paladins coming in. Paladins number 2 have arrived. They go straight for the Brood Nest. Hive Tyrant may fall. Does fall. Swarmlord still chasing stuff. 39 to 23. These guys teleport out. Spore mines created by the Carnifex. Paladins are going to brute force a decap, maybe even a cap here. Demon Rust, are they gone Vanquisher again? Downside of Executioner is you have to get so close to use it. Oh, Swarmlord goes down. Was that worth that little push there? 39 to 14. Can they see this out, the blue team? Kassakin messing up the Vortimers. Lehman Russ as well doing some work, eh? Both Vortimers down. Red team did cap the VP though, 36 to 14. What is this? That's double fire prisms moving south. Oh, the Farseer went down. Only the Specialist lives out of the blue team heroes. Mines dropped in. Tempest dropped in. 29 to 14. Paladins are so low, but they're still in there. Carnifex is melee fighting Grey Knight Terminators now. These are Miggs Terminators. More Fire Prism for Boogeyman. Wait, where did they go? Oh, they're here. See a Council coming in too. Look at that Carnifex go in melee. Bunch of Plasma to greet the Grey Knight Terminators. This Hive Tyrant isn't moving. Neither is the Daemonhunter level 10. Wait, Hive Tyrant is woken up. Carnifex went down. 21 to 14. It's incredibly close. Red team retaking northeast. Constantine down to 0 units because of the big push on this VP here. Look at that pile of super heavy infantry armor in there. They got it. Double cap at the end, and they got it. That push made a big difference from Constantine. Committing all that stuff. Takeshi was still down over here. Would that have made a difference maybe if they got the revive? Or the rebuy? Level 7 Hive Tyrant was still going at the end. Good old Gustavo. Level 10 Farseer did some awesome plays and awesome pushes alongside the Seer Council, who got level 3. Had a level 5 Brother Captain. A level 10 Techmarine with his axe. And a level 10 Daemonhunter. Force Rod is awesome, eh? Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. Was bloody close and frantic. I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff. But I love this pile of bodies over here. I'll see you guys in the next one.